I told you I'd be the first. You shouldn't have argued with me. Ho-ho!
As usual, you're just lucky. I want a rematch.
I certainly don't want to distract you, but I have a very good offer for you. Whoever defeats my big zombie will get a very good prize. And here he is, exactly the same big zombie that I was talking about. I repeat, if you can really beat him, then I will give the prize, but I will only give it to one person. That is, you have to compete against each other.
Woohoo! Yes, we agree to that. And now let's get down to it.
Ho-ho! The main thing to remember is that we have to compete against each other. Therefore, we will not be together in any case. And we will separate accordingly in order to find out who will be able to defeat this huge zombie after all. It's a pretty interesting assignment. Only now we need to think very carefully about what can be done, or rather, who could defeat this huge zombie, because I'm sure it's not that simple. On the contrary, he's pretty strong because we wouldn't have been offered to try to beat him for nothing. So far, I don't have any specific plans for what can be done, but I think so far a very good option would be to watch and observe what Mikey is doing there. And what is he planning to do anyway? So now I think I'll carefully watch him so that he doesn't burn me. And of course, I'm still thinking of setting him up somehow, or rather, locking him up. You can see that he leads quite a lot of zombies, so I guess he wants to create a large army of small zombies, and just try to win with them. But of course, I think that this tactic won't work for him at all. Therefore, it will be possible to calmly take and laugh at him now. But before I start my joke, of course I'll wait until he finishes doing everything and goes away so that he doesn't see me. I have a special potion that will help me do it all. Ho-ho! While he can't see me, I need to come over. Because he just ran away somewhere far into the forest, most likely to bring more zombies, so now is the most ideal option in order to get much closer to them. And I'm gonna prank him with my special potion. It works so that if I throw it, the zombie will immediately heal in ordinary, peaceful conditions. And just the same, they will be able to escape from here. Therefore, I think this is a very ideal option, and most likely he will be very surprised when he returns and finds no one. But I thought that in principle, it is possible to take this one zombie from him. I think it will be useful to me because I have a small plan that I can do with it and already cure all the others. Ho-ho! Now you're free to run from here. And most importantly, don't come back here. Woohoo! Personally, they're free now, and I'm still left with one zombie. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what I want to do with it.
Huh? Who freed all my zombies?
Ho-ho! Don't worry, you wouldn't have made it anyway, but I'm giving you a chance to think about it and do it differently. Oops. And now I'm going to tell you why I took one of his zombies away from him, and I just need him so I can just take him and dress him up in diamond armor. Of course it may sound silly, but this way he will have a better chance of defeating that big zombie. Now I'm just taking the earth in order to put a zombie over its head, respectively, because at the moment it can very easily be burned by the sun and nothing will remain of it, respectively, because we know perfectly well that zombies are afraid of light, namely the sun, because if they suddenly fall on it, they immediately burn. Ho-ho! Now he's almost ready, and now he can safely put on all the armor that I want to give him. By the way, it is diamond and, so to speak, has more strength than any armor. Of course, there are other types of armor, but at the moment the best one I have is diamond. It protects much better than all other armor. Ho-ho! Now you're definitely ready for battle. And now I explain your main task, which is that you have to go and attack that huge zombie that stands near the village. If you win it, we will get a very good prize, and I will definitely share it with you. Woohoo! Hurry up and attack! You have to defeat him! What? Uh-oh.
Woohoo!
Oh no, my zombie is completely in the lava and can't get out of there, and unfortunately, I can't help him at all. It's a shame that he's going to completely burn up in this lava. Oh no!
Did you think that I would just leave the moment when you took and stole all my zombies? It's like I got my revenge on you, and now we're even. Therefore, I think there are no more questions for me, and there is no need to come to me in any way. Well, you wanted to do something to me. Why are you scared now after I took out my sword? But now I won't just leave you alone. Come to me. I'm gonna catch you and punish you anyway.
I need to come up with something soon or find some place where I can safely hide. And I even wonder if it will be any kind of cave. It's just any place where I can hide and let him lose sight of me. Ho-ho! And here's a perfect cave in which I can hide. I hope he won't find me here for sure. What? What kind of place is this? Ho-ho! Wow, what kind of diamond creeper is this? Okay, for now, I'll talk to him a little later. I need to check if this room is real and if it's really safe, and for now, go out to see if no one will find me for sure, and only then take some action. Ho-ho! This place is really new, and no one has been here yet since he couldn't come in here and didn't see me. That's why it's great now to just talk to this diamond creeper. Ho-ho! Oops. Hey, wait! Just please don't explode. I have a very good offer for you that you should like. If you suddenly help me blow up Mikey as well as a big zombie, then I will share with you a very cool prize that I should be given for it. Woohoo! I see that you really want to help me, so let's run and do it as soon as possible. I'll give you a command when you need to go out and blow it up. So let's do it, but only as carefully as possible. Ho-ho!
Well, you're caught. Now you're definitely not gonna get far from me.
Ho-ho! I'm afraid you won't be able to do this because I have a little secret moment that will surprise you right now.
Ah!
Ho-ho! Wow, you threw it so high! As we agreed, the most important cheap task is for you to try and blow up that huge zombie. Actually, of course, I don't believe it, but I really hope that you will succeed, and I remind you that if you suddenly succeed, then you and I will share the main reward that I was promised. It's just that so far, even I haven't seen how this zombie reacts to being attacked. Of course, it's possible that it's just standing there, but I have a high probability that it can also attack in response. Oops. Well, whether the creeper can handle it, we'll find out now. Ho-ho! I see you're fully prepared, so let's go and talk about mine as soon as possible. Let's check how this big zombie reacts and when it's attacked. If this diamond creeper can blow it up so easily now, it will actually be the easiest victory I've ever had. Well, I think it's time to attack him. What? Oops. Wow, he also knows how to create a special shield so that he can't be attacked. In fact, I didn't think that he was so strong. I thought he was just standing there and wouldn't actually do anything. Uh-oh. He can also walk. Yes, now he is definitely much stronger in my eyes than I thought. Now you definitely need to come up with something more serious in order to somehow defeat him. Uh-oh. He crushed my diamond creeper very easily, which I thought was very strong. This zombie is going to be hard to beat. In fact, now he has demonstrated to us all his powers, what he is capable of, and from this we can draw one big conclusion that we need to come up with something more serious in order to defeat him. Ordinary mobs will not be able to do anything to him. But actually, even I don't have any options right now that can defeat him, so for now I need to watch Mikey and, if anything, take the idea from him and develop it better. We need to look at Mikey's side rather in order to find out what he has planned and will do in general, because right now I don't even have an idea how to defeat this huge zombie. Oops. You can see that he went back somewhere in the forest to look for someone. This means that he has some idea, and he also assumed that he can defeat this huge zombie. But now my task is to get to his side carefully somehow, and most likely I will need to climb a tree in order to carefully observe him and, if anything, steal from him the one he brings. I can assume that he will bring some mob again, but in fact I don't even have any options for whom, because in fact he is so unpredictable that I can't even imagine who he might bring. So now I carefully climb up any of the trees and start watching and seeing what and whom it will bring. We need to find water and fill a bucket. Ho-ho! This is the water that I need, of course. There may be many questions about what I need it for, but I need it so that I can easily climb a tree and not leave any traces behind me like blocks or broken foliage, which will be very pale. Oops. Now I can safely watch who he will bring and from where. Wow, he brought in the little Enderman. In fact, I don't understand him a bit why he brought the little ones. They definitely won't be able to do anything. But on the contrary, I have a very cool plan, how I can steal one Enderman from him and make him much cooler and stronger. Therefore, now I will carefully try to steal one, but I need to remove the others, so that he doesn't try to defeat this big zombie either. Oh, that's why I need to get down as soon as possible so that he doesn't burn me down. Because if he burns me down now, my whole plan will be a failure. And I also thought I decided that yes, I 100% take only one Enderman and I'll try to remove all the others with water. Because as we know, they are very afraid of water. And as soon as they get into it, they immediately disappear.
Huh? What have you done again?
Oh, you didn't think it was me. That's it, now I won't bother you anymore and I'm running away. That was the last time I did something to you. I successfully managed to steal one Enderman from him, and just so that he wouldn't try, I removed all his others with water. And now I can safely proceed with my plan, which I was talking about. Now I will make this little Enderman very cool, as well as very strong, such as no one else has ever seen. Oh, and now just the same, I will try to explain to you clearly what I have in mind and what kind of plan I have in mind at all. My task is to build a special machine that will improve mobs. In this case, I will need to improve just my little Enderman. And I really need it to be more than just big, like adult Endermen usually look like, but just the opposite. I need a much stronger one who can definitely defeat this huge zombie. Why do I need a very strong mob? Because it's enough to remember the moment when I found the lair of the diamond creeper in the cave. In fact, I also thought that he was pretty cool and strong, and that he would be able to defeat this huge zombie very easily, because in fact, I thought that he was as clumsy as possible and would not be able to do anything at all. But as soon as my diamond creeper approached him, he immediately activated a shield in front of him that could not be penetrated at all. And after that, when we were distracted from him, he turned around and ran towards my creeper. Oops. I hope this machine will improve my Enderman. I hope that he will not repeat the story of the diamond creeper that I was talking about before, but in fact, it's almost ready, and all I have to do is put all the necessary equipment inside so that my Enderman can definitely become much cooler. In fact, I can't even imagine how cool it will be or if it will work at all, but I will count very much on 10 on her that she will be able to create something cooler that can defeat this big zombie. I'm just doing what you're doing right now, arranging the last details so that everything works exactly. But unfortunately, I didn't manage to put all the tracks exactly right, so I'll need to go get a pickaxe in order to fix it. Oops. But right now, I'm taking all I need is a pickaxe in order to correct the tracks. And you will also need to change the blocks that stand at the very top of the antenna, which I originally placed on the roof of this car. And as soon as I fix it, it will be possible to run it and see the result of how much better my Enderman will become. Of course, there is a small chance that this may not happen, but I am sure that everything will work out because I built everything correctly and in the right way. To be honest, I'm already really interested, and I can't wait to see how much cooler my Enderman will become. But there are only a few seconds left before that. As soon as I finish this, I immediately start the machine and ask the Enderman to go through it. Ho-ho! Enderman, get in that car soon. Ho-ho! Wow, just look at how cool and strong he is. I already understand perfectly well and realize that he could just destroy this big zombie anyway because he is insanely strong. Ho-ho! Well, now your main task is that you have to go and try to defeat this big zombie somehow. If you win it, then they give me a very cool prize that we will definitely split in half. So give it out soon. I want to watch this cool battle between two huge and cool, strong mobs. What? I can't understand why you're bothering him. Are you helping this huge zombie?
Woohoo! On the contrary, I'm doing everything so that he loses, and he doesn't have a chance because you've been bothering me all this time, so I've never been able to fight this big zombie.
Uh-oh.
And even more so, I don't want you to get the prize that we were told about. It should only go to me, but by no means to you.
Oops. There's no way you're going to be able to do anything with your Enderman. He's very strong. Huh?
My golem will defeat your Enderman.
Ho-ho! Do you really think that your Earth Golem can do anything to my cool Enderman? You have too much faith in yourself and in your golem. It's really very weak. Just look at it. It can't do much to my Enderman. All he can do is run after him because he doesn't have any other abilities at all. Uh-oh.
Well, just look at how easily he picked it up. This is proof that your Enderman is actually weaker than my golem, so you better give up. Again, just a little more, and he'll just take it and break it in half if you still don't want to give up.
Oh, I think it's time to end this. Let's attack him as soon as possible and crush him to pieces. Well done. Now make sure that Mikey doesn't bother us anymore. Let's go quickly. Catch up with him and take him somewhere far away so that he never comes running here again.
Ah! No! Let me go now!
Oh, I asked him to do this so that he could carry it as far as possible, and so that we would have enough time for my Enderman to calmly win the battle with this huge zombie. Because if we don't get him anywhere, then Mikey will be in the way.
I carried him as far as I could, and now I'm ready to fight against this zombie.
Oh, come on. I hope you succeed. The most important thing is that you still need to somehow get under his dolls and deal a very serious blow there. But the blow must be very strong so that he immediately falls. Woohoo! Have we really defeated this huge zombie? It turns out that I have fulfilled the conditions of the test, and now I will wait for that villager to come to me.
Greetings again. Actually, I didn't think that you would succeed after all, but I promised, and therefore I am giving out the main prize for the fact that you were able to defeat this huge zombie.
Oh, woohoo! I am JJ, and today I defeated Mikey in that I was the first to defeat a big zombie, and for this I received a lot of money from a resident. That's how our wonderful adventure ended.